I know, I be ghosting y'all every 2 weeks. I think. Hey loves, my name is Chi and welcome to my YouTube channel. I focus on fashion and style because we all know that those are two totally different things. Beauty and overall fly girl lifestyle, right? So if that is your jam, you are trying to rock with that, hit that subscribe button below, please. And hit that bell notification so you do not miss an upload. Hi guys. I know, I be ghosting y'all every 2 weeks. I think I'm going to upload every 2 weeks instead of every week because I feel like I can do every 2 weeks, right? I feel like if I do every week, I'm just gonna let y'all down because my life be lifing. And I'm like, once I figure out a groove, then we be straight. My goal literally says find your groove, find your balance, right? And make sure that you show up for your people. So with that said, I don't want to disappoint. So I will be uploading every 2 weeks, maybe for the month of February. And then maybe we can see, I mean, you listen, sometimes I be surprising myself. Sometimes, you know, maybe this'll work out. But okay guys, so we're about 35 days into the new year and we should have already kind of settled in, really focused on our goals. We should have written them down. We have our plan of action to make sure that we obtain our goals, right? And so now it's time to kind of put those goals in action. So before we even do that, I really wanted to come on here and share some of my goals for 2023, specifically my fashion goals, right? And I thought maybe it'd be helpful too, because I know a lot of people at the top of the year, especially the fashion girls, right? You create luxury wish lists, you kind of figure out what your style is going to be for the year, how you're going to approach the world, right? And I thought it was a great time to kind of share my fashion goals, and maybe in hopes that it inspires someone, or, you know, again, I always say my job is to really inspire, right? To help you think a different way when it comes to style, and hopefully it sparks some inspiration, sparks some ideas, especially on your quest to finding your style or simplifying, elevating, or whatever your goals are. Just hoping that this kind of inspires you to kind of look through a different lens when, you know, approaching your style and how you're going to kind of evolve it, right? So if that's something that you are interested in, stick around, girl. Okay, fashion goals. I put my fashion goals in about 5 to 6 buckets, right? Because I don't create a luxury wish list at the top of the year for numerous reasons, but I don't like to be tied to a list. I'm always changing my mind, and I don't think I want anything bad enough to put on a list. Does that make sense? Like things that I put on lists are old items, like Manolo Blahnik Tims. I'm looking for them. I'm searching high and low. So like things like that are on my wish list. So with that said, my fashion goals is really surrounded around my style, right? How do I want to elevate and evolve my style for 2023? How do I want to show up to the world, right? And how am I going to get there? So my biggest goal for my style is really elevation, right? I think in my wardrobe, in my opinion, I've figured out my basics. I have my foundation, right? I always say to create an impactful wardrobe, you have to have a foundation. It's like building a house, right? You have your foundation and then you kind of layer on brick by brick. And you go up, right? You elevate. So for me in my wardrobe, I think I've laid a nice foundation. So a lot of these buckets and things that I want to do as far as my style or what I want to make sure I purchase this year is not foundational. It's definitely the wow factor, or maybe just a level below it, you know, because also one of my goals, especially as a content creator, and an influencer, I want to be able to be out, create great content. I want to work with brands, and I want to go to events and things like that and network. And I feel like, and what I'm feeling is like my closet, I don't have a lot of wow things. I don't have a lot of things that's going to take me to an event and it's going to be a conversation piece, right? Because that's always the goal, regardless. Right? You always want to get compliments. You want to feel comfortable. You want to be your authentic self. And that's why I want to make sure, and that's my quest for 2023, to evolve my style, but still remain myself, remain authentic, remain my ghetto fabulous classic swag style. That's the only way I can describe my style. Right? I want to make sure that I solidified that. But I just want to take it up a notch. So, you guys know I have my notes. I did not put them on my cue cards, and my aunt, if she's watching this, she's gonna be shaking her head, child, because she think it's the tackiest thing to have paper. Put your notes on paper. Just want to walk you guys through kind of like my process, right? Because when I create my goals, there's some pre-work that I do, right? So I look through my camera roll, I look through my social media platforms the year prior, and I just kind of go through it, and I might heart it, and I'll save it, and I'll add it to a folder on my phone to be like, okay, I love how I looked here. I just make sure that I keep that in mind, and then I do a closet inventory. So things based on what I've liked and what I want and what I see for my style. If I have things in my closet that's not aligned with those goals, they go into the second closet. I am a hoarder. I'm not going to lie. I do not get rid of my clothes. I do not sell them. Don't give them away. I keep my clothes because that's one thing that I've done in the past 2 to 3 years. I buy with intention, right? So a lot of the things I still love, right, is still within my style. So I don't get rid of them. I just kind of move them up to the attic, or I move them into my second closet in my bedroom. Simple. So let's recap. I looked through all of my social media things, any pictures that I've taken the year prior. I kind of heart the things that I want to continue for 2023 as far as styling tips and colors and shapes and silhouettes. And then I do a closet inventory. So then I figure out, okay, in order to obtain the goal that I want, these are the buckets that I need to go after, if that makes sense, right? So we could just go right into it. Handbags, right? One of my goals in elevating my style is, I think that when I look at my handbag collection, I think that it needs a little bit of a revamp. And for me, I'm not a handbag girl. Right? And there's a couple of reasons why. One, they're just too expensive. There's certain things that I will spend my money on. I will spend my money on a pair of boots, spend my money on a pair of sunglasses. I will spend my money on a coat. A bag, it's questionable. I gotta really, really, really love this bag. You know what? It's so many times. So I don't have a Chanel Classic flap, right? Always wanted it for years, even before the price increases. I've always had the money. Like, even when like the big jumbo bags were like $5,000 at the time, I had the $5,000. I had it, and I was gonna go and buy it, and I was like, no. And I took the money and I did something else, right? So it's just something that does not allow me to just spend thousands and thousands of dollars on bags. But I figured out a couple of years ago why. It's because I work for a handbag company. That is why, right? Because one, I know how much things cost. And I'm not too dedicated to these brands to give them that upcharge that they're charging. I look at handbags all day, so I don't want to even talk about a handbag, let alone go to another brand and look at their handbags. Truth be told. But I do think there are holes in my handbag collection. So I am identifying the gaps. I'm identifying the areas of opportunity, and that's what I'm going for. I have about 5 I have about 5 bags that I'm looking at for this year. I mean, to be very honest, they're really expensive, so I don't know if I'm going to buy 5 this year, but I put it on the list. They really work with my style, and I think they'll incorporate into my wardrobe seamlessly. Yeah, I keep looking over here because that's where my handbags are. I do need, it does need some oomph. It does need some oomph. But I'm so excited about this. So I was at an event a couple of weeks ago, and I learned about this handbag subscription. Like it's like a borrowing situation. So you have a membership and you're able to rent a handbag for 30 days. And every 30 days you could either keep it, you know, for the next 30 days, or you can swap out. And as I'm trying to grow the handbag collection, I think that is going to be such a great option for me, because if I'm looking to buying a certain silhouette or a certain brand or a certain bag, I'll be able to go to this service, wear it for about 30 days. I have the option to either buy it from them at a really great price, or at least now I know if I love it or if I don't. So I'm really excited. I just opened up a membership with them, and I go this week to pick up my first bag. So I will capture that so you guys see the process. The company is, oh my God, I am forgetting. It's called Vivrel. You'll see it down here. Vivrel. But anyway, I thought that would be so cool to do. So I signed up for a year subscription. I think it's about $200 a month, and they have certain tiers, right? So my subscription, I'm able to get a luxury handbag plus jewelry. Right? So jewelry like Van Cleef bracelets, Hermes bracelets, things like that. See, for me, I would never spend that money on those types of jewelry, because I would rather spend my money on real gold pieces, or sterling silver, or white gold. That's just my thing. If you guys know, like my jewelry, I mean, I don't have on all of my jewelry now, but I would rather put the money in that versus like designer jewelry, to be very honest. But I do love those Hermes clickety-clack thingies. And the subscription it allows me to kind of test drive, right? So I love this. I am super excited about starting that subscription. I don't know what my first bag is going to be. But I cannot wait. So that is one of my goals: expand the handbag collection. Okay, so next is something very similar, and that's expanding my shoe collection. So if you have been following me all last year, that was one of my fashion goals last year, and that was to expand my shoe collection. I am a shoe girl. I love shoes. I think they're gorgeous, and they're like a fraction of the price of a handbag. So I would rather put the money there than put the money in a handbag. And then I also think, because like, this is the thing about handbags and shoes, right? When you're out, you put your handbag down. Sometimes your handbag, you don't really have your handbag with you the entire time, right? I don't think your handbag completes your outfit. Now your shoes, I think your shoes complete the outfit. You don't take off your shoes when you go into an event, right? Or when you go to dinner, you put your handbag down and you kind of do your thing. Your shoes stay on, right? And I think your shoes could totally take your look to the next level depending on what they are. So last year, I tried to ensure that I had a foundation. I don't think the foundation is complete yet. So there's a couple of silhouettes that I definitely need to invest in, and some colors that I'm missing, like timeless colors, foundational colors. Like I would love a navy shoe or a metallic silver pump, right? I have metallic silver sandals, but I don't have a closed shoe. So if I wanted to wear a metallic silver shoe in the winter, I don't have that. You know what I mean? So there's a couple of silhouettes that in the shoes that I really need to get. But outside of that, this year I really want to focus on the wow shoe. More of your novelty. I won't say wow because I'm not going to go nuts, because I do want to wear them, right? So I still want the shoes to be wearable, but I do want them to be like, okay, girl, I see that. You know what I mean? You got that shit on. You know what I'm saying? So that's really a goal for me as far as shoes. I don't have a long way to go, but I think because I'm a shoe girl, that's going to be like a every year thing. And I'm very excited about some of the shoes that I've been seeing. It takes me a long time to kind of pull a trigger on things, because I just need to make sure that I love it, right? I work really hard for my money. And though I spend a lot, I spend it on things that, sorry, I got a text. I spend it on things that I love. So I just make sure that I love it and then I buy it. Period. So that's one of my goals. Goal number 3 is to do more. I don't want to say more because I don't lean into it too much, but I really want to get into vintage shopping. So whether it's thrifting, vintage, I really want to get into that. So as I'm thinking about elevating my style, I do want to curate some one-of-a-kind pieces. Well, not one-of-a-kind but you know what I mean, like the piece that you don't see a lot of people wearing, right? What is that great vintage piece? And that's what I want to lean into. I actually want to lean into that hard this year. I live in New York and I don't take advantage of all of the vintage shopping. Or when I go to different cities, I don't go vintage shopping. I don't research any vintage places in those certain cities and areas that I visit. And I'm going to be very intentional with that. I really want to lean into that. It's so funny. My husband had talked about, he wanted to start to do some vintage shopping. And my daughter just 2 weeks ago was like, Mommy, can we go thrifting? So it's definitely a family thing, a family request. So I'm definitely going to lean into that. And I'm very excited about that. Okay, so the next one is denim. Really expanding that in my wardrobe. My denim collection is so basic. It's just normal straight leg. It's normal wide leg. You got a little bit of distress. You got a little bit of holes. You got a few wash variations, but nothing exciting. And what I realized is, so I purchased those Margiela jeans last year and I wore them to the ground. And I realized that I wore them to the ground because I really enjoyed the shape, right? I enjoyed the shape. I enjoyed the wash. I enjoyed the slits on the side that was so unexpected. It wasn't like your standard slits in your jeans. I love the location of them. So I really had to sit back like, why do I really love these jeans, right? And they're a wow factor. So I decided for 2023, because I am a denim girl. So again, all of these goals are still relevant to my style, right? So I am a denim girl. I love denim. I dress denim up. I dress it down. I just absolutely love denim. And I feel like if I could incorporate just some fun denim pieces in my wardrobe, I think that will help elevate my style, right? But still remain my authentic self. It's still my style. I'm just kind of, going up a notch. And I'm really excited. I saw a couple of pair of jeans that I do want. They're expensive. But we'll see, right? We'll see how we can make it work. But I definitely want to lean in. I want to lean in and kind of curate a few denim, like fun denim pieces for my wardrobe. I think that'll be amazing. And then my final fashion goal is really leaning into hair and makeup, the beauty portion of fashion, right? if you guys know and have caught on, I'm all about my hair. I'm all about hair care. So I go to the salon every 2 weeks. I get my regular scheduled trim, my steam treatments, my deep conditioning, my protein conditioning. I do all of that to ensure the health of my hair. And I only have 2 go-to looks. That is my normal silk press, because I am a natural girl, and knotless braids. That's it. And I really want to lean in on doing something different. I don't want to go crazy on my hair, because again, I'm all about hair care. And when you start to do a bunch of things to your hair and add, you know, trauma to it, it falls out, right? So I want to be very mindful about that and very strategic, but I do want to lean into more of, you know, more braid styles. So you will notice for Fashion Week, my hair is, though I'm not going to any events, I'm probably only going to 2 events the whole Fashion Week, I still want my hair to be a certain way, and I want to try it. And I think the best time to try something funky and new is during Fashion Week. So I am trying a new braiding style that I'm really excited about. I hope I can pull it off. But yeah, so like things like that, right? I want to make sure that I'm exploring new things, but still within reason, so I'm not damaging my hair. So look out for that. You'll see me with a few hairstyles throughout the year. And then really honing in on makeup routine and makeup techniques, really learning them, right? I'm not a makeup girl. I do not know how to do makeup. I don't know the differences in the different brushes. I don't know when to use certain brushes. I don't know what baking is versus powder underneath the eye to highlight it, a highlight, a primer. It's just way too much for me. My head spins. But I really want to dive into that and really focus on learning about makeup, right? What are some techniques, some easy techniques? So no, I don't want to be a makeup artist, but I want to be able to, when it's time to do my YouTube channel and I want to put on I want to put on makeup and I want to look flawless, I want to just do that, right? I want to learn how to apply certain things. I want to learn certain techniques. I want to establish an everyday look for me. What are my go-tos? I have no idea. I have none, right? So I've contacted 2 of my makeup artist friends, and they're going to teach me. And I thought this would be a great opportunity to do content around that, because I know there's a lot of women who don't know how to do their makeup. And then there's also a lot of women that think they know how to do their makeup, but they really don't. I mean, no shade. I'm just saying. At least I'm being honest about mine. So I really want to lean into that. I think that also will help elevate my style, right? Just trying different eyeshadows. I envy, you know, when I see the girls just trying on new things, or the girls is online doing their makeup, and I'm like, God, shit, I don't know how to do my makeup, but I want to learn how to do it. And this year I am going to learn. So I'm going to take you on my journey, because that is going to be a journey. That is going to be a journey, child. My child shades me all the time. She'd be like, Mommy, you didn't blend that right. Or, no, you too shiny. Or, your face. She told me the other day, she was like, your face is melting. And I didn't know what she meant. So, needless to say, I need help. And that's a big goal for me in 2023. And I'm really excited about leaning into that, because I think I'm going to have so much fun. I'm going to have so much fun. I want all the tools. So I want all the brushes. I want all of the things. I want like a makeup designated area in my closet. You know what I mean? So I'm very excited about that. I think that is going to be amazing. I'm not a makeup girl. And I want to learn makeup, but I'm not trying to wear makeup every day. I'm all about skin care, hair care, nail care. So I try to not do the things to those parts of my body to aggravate it, right? I want to keep it healthy. So I enjoy my skin routines and keeping my skin healthy. So And I know for me and my skin, if I start to wear a bunch of makeup, I start to break out. So this is not for me to wear a beat face every day, but it's just to know how, when it's time to put on my makeup, I'm able to do it and it's flawless and it looks great. I mean, I look back on certain pictures and I'm like, oh my God, you look so cute in your look, but look at what eyeshadow, you didn't blend it. This part of your face is weird and it doesn't match. Like, you know what I mean? So I just want to make sure that I kind of figure that out and kind of master that. And those are my fashion goals. One of the other goals that I didn't talk about, that I'm gonna do in another story because I'm very passionate about it, especially if you've been following me for the past year, you'll know how passionate I am. And this year I have to pick a seasonal color, so that's another goal of mine, is picking a seasonal color and really being intentional about it and really carrying it out throughout the year. So I'll talk about more about seasonal colors for those who don't know what I'm talking about in another video very, very, very soon. But yeah, so that's another goal. I have to pick my seasonal color. I have to pick 2 colors. I have some colors in mind. Last year it was all about orange and red for me, and even still red for me is going, I'm going to bring red into 2023, but those were my 2 main colors, and it was just so good. So good. I'm popping up some references so you can kind of take a look, but so good. I loved my seasonal colors last year, so I'm hoping that I pick the right colors for this year. And yeah. Okay, so that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you can take what I've shared and hopefully it inspires you. It sparks some ideas on how you would approach your style evolution or your style goals or your fashion goals for 2023. Again, to recap really quickly, my goals are to do more vintage shopping, really lean into that, grow my handbag collection, grow my shoe collection, learn to do makeup, right, and learn different makeup techniques and really explore different hairstyles, and to really expand my denim collection, where it's not too stale. Like what is some fun denim, right? How am I going to bring some fun denim into my wardrobe? And oh my God, I have one more goal. Oh my God, I have one more goal. I do want to buy more ready to wear pieces. So I mean, it's an alright goal. It's not high on a priority list, but definitely want to do that. And that's it. All right, guys, thank you for rocking with me. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up, like the video, child, comment, share, engage, do all the things. Don't forget to follow me if you're not following me on other social platforms like TikTok and Instagram, because I be over there doing my thing. And that is it. Have a great week. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you guys soon. Keep it safe, keep it cute. I'll speak to you guys soon. Bye, guys.